All right, good evening. Can you guys hear me? Yes? See? All right. Good evening and welcome to the 2022 Bonnie Lake High School Daffodil Princess Selection. We are delighted and we want to welcome you guys for coming out this evening. Thank you so much for being here and spending some time with us. Before we begin, I would like to ask if you guys please silence your cell phones. So please take the time to silence your cell phones. And thank you. We would like to begin by introducing the three princess candidates for this evening. Our first candidate is Caitlin Boland. Caitlin is a Running Start student who maintains a 3.4 GPA. She is heavily involved in the band program where she plays the flute. She is also the current drum major for the Panther Field Show marching band. Caitlin also enjoys helping out in the school's theater production. In her free time, Caitlin enjoys painting with watercolors and completing diamond painting kits. Caitlin plans on continuing her college education to become a middle school science teacher. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Caitlin Boland.
I'd like to thank my brother Andrew for being my escort tonight.
Our second candidate is Chloe Regis. Chloe is involved in the chamber choir, has been on the honor roll all 6 semesters of high school, and she has maintained a 3.703 GPA while having a stable job. She loves the ocean, singing, and volunteering at her childhood church. Chloe has always enjoyed bonding with everyone around her and making sure that anyone that is around her feels included and appreciated. In 2021, Chloe was nominated as Most Inspirational for her audition chamber choir. Singing has become a safe place for her since the 4th grade. In the fall of 2022, Chloe plans on attending the University of Washington to earn a bachelor's degree in captive wildlife care to help marine mammals recover from rehabilitation centers. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Chloe Regis.
I would like to thank my mom and my dad for constantly being my biggest supporters. I don't know where I'd be without them.
And our third candidate, Shelby Drinkle. Shelby is involved in band, is the captain of the Bonnie Lake swim team, and is on the Dean's List and maintains a 3.8 GPA. During full-time Running Start, she loves to make crafts and help out her mom and grandma. She works at the YMCA teaching kids how to swim while keeping them safe. She is also has volunteered at her church teaching children for 7 years and helps out each year at the Big Give, giving meals to those in need. Her hobbies include baking, cooking, backpacking, and hiking. She is always willing to help people in need and volunteering at any event. She plans to graduate from Pierce College with an Associates of Science in June 2022. And she is going to attend fall of 2022 to pursue her Bachelor's of Science degree in biology while following a pre-med track. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Shelby Drinkle.
I would like to thank my dad for escorting me tonight and my mom and whole family for supporting me throughout this whole time. Thank you.
The fourth candidate tonight is Mason Sternberg from Sumner High School. She is a participant with our 3 candidates but will not be judged with them. She is the only candidate from Sumner, and the festival wanted to make sure that Mason had the opportunity to experience this opportunity to participate in the selection night. Mason is the daughter of Troy and Hillary Sternberg. She is currently serving as Sumner's High School FFA chapter president. During all 4 years of high school, she has done everything from raising livestock lambs to competing in CDEs such as food science and novice parley. Mason is also very committed to her faith in the Lord, which is the foundation of who she is and how she was raised. She is currently attending classes at Pierce Community College. After high school, she plans on continuing her education and getting a majoring in business or digital marketing. Her goal is to attain a career that would allow her to work on the road and travel the world. Something interesting about Mason is that she is an artist. Although she spends most of her time with FFA, church, and school, she has a true passion for the arts. She has won a number of awards for her art piece shown at the State Art Fair. When asked who inspires her, she said her parents, because they truly embody what it means to be a leader, a hero, and a good person, and their constant love and encouragement inspires her to do the same. Ladies and gentlemen, Mason Sternberg.
I'd like to thank my parents for escorting me here tonight and just my whole family for all their encouragement throughout this process. Thank you.
We will now have representatives come to the stage to share about the Daffodil Princess. The Daffodil Princess Festival, sorry.
Good evening. My name is Scott Dullinger, and I'm proud to serve as president of the Daffodil Festival organization for the 2022 year. I'd like to thank Bonnie Lake High School for having us here and also for helping support Sumner's process. And we thank all of you for being here in support of and to celebrate these most accomplished candidates. Let's give them a well-earned applause. It's not easy to be up here. I'd like to take a moment to talk about our festival's theme, which bears profound significance as it pertains to my hopes for this almost unrecognizable world in which we live. Our community and beyond is faced with a myriad of challenges. I'm sure I don't need to enumerate them. These challenges have reshaped the way we perceive our world and each other. Everything is different now, and I often hear people ask, will we ever get back to normal? My response to this question is a resolute yes. Hope does not abandon us. On the contrary, hope rises. And this is our theme for the year, hope rises. Hope cannot be destroyed nor taken from us if we make the choice not to allow it. Through the ashes, hope stirs, and the proverbial phoenix awaits to emerge. I chose the phoenix as our symbol, and it means resurrection and grace. The phoenix represents transformation and overcoming obstacles. We need to rise up during these difficult times, rise above political and ideological differences, rise above socioeconomic differences. We need to reach across the aisle and become friends and neighbors again, who look out for and help each other, regardless of personal views and opinions. Never forget there is an enduring light ahead drawing us forth. The flames of rebirth are visible if you just look for them. Our strength bonds us, and we must value the meaning of selflessness. I'd like to close with a quote by LaShawn Collier. I hope it serves as an inspiration to you as it has to me. Let every sunrise be a reminder of your ability to ascend from the darkness by rising up and shining your light. Thank you.
The judges have a tough task to select the young lady to represent Bonnie Lake High School. The process began earlier tonight in the very important formal interviews. The judges used tablets to input their scores for each of the candidates. Those scores are then added up to the score form, their 1-minute speech, and the impromptu question. The computer program quickly adds up the scores, and a winner is named, is placed into a sealed envelope. Now, let's meet our judges. Our first judge is Miss Karen Ferris. Karen has lived in the Bonnie Lake area for 19 years. Her two sons are both summer high school grads. Karen works as a financial officer for a small nonprofit mission organization as well as the facility coordinator at Lake Taps Community Church. In her spare time, Karen likes to hike and enjoys the beautiful Pacific Northwest with her husband Dave of 31 years. Miss Karen Ferris, ladies and gentlemen. The second judge is Miss Grace Marie Peters. She has lived in the Puyallup Bonnie Lake area for most of her life. She and her husband raised their three kids in Bonnie Lake. She was fortunate to spend 2 years in Peru as a school secretary in a missionary school. She is an administrative assistant at a church in Puyallup, a director, sales consultant of 10 years with Northwex, the next past president of the South Puget Sound Business and Professional Women, an executive board member of the Missionary Assistant Professionals of the Northwest Baptist Convention, and a pastor's wife of 23 years. She loves encouraging other women to be all they can be. Ladies and gentlemen, Grace Marie Peters. The third judge is Megan Rankin. Megan was the 2004 Emerald Ridge High School Daffodil Princess and has been involved with the festival in some capacity every year since. She is a graduate of Washington State University and works for a nonprofit that assists children experiencing the foster care system. Over the summer, she has moved to Bonnie Lake, where she and her husband plan to raise their two daughters, Emerson and Lennon. Ladies and gentlemen, Megan Reagan. And my apologies if I pronounced this last judge's name incorrectly. Our last judge is Megan Labritri. Megan had an incredible honor of holding the title of Daffodil Princess for Rogers High School in 2017. She's a self-proclaimed pun enthusiast who enjoys adventuring, hiking, spending quality time with her close people, and documenting her journey through photos. She's a graduate of Central Washington University in 2019 with a bachelor's in public relations. She had the privilege of acting as the youth director at the Gordon Family YMCA. To the women running tonight, remember, you are all special and deserve it. And you all have a little yellow to share with the world that you should never let go. Ladies and gentlemen, Megan Labritri. Candidates, please rise. Each of our princesses now will exit the stage to be sheltered until their turn to give their prepared speech and then answer an impromptu question. Please give them a round of applause for encouragement. Our first candidate is Caitlin Bolin.
Thank you. Good evening. I'd like to start with a question. Which is faster, heat or cold? Heat, because you can't catch a cold. When I first heard this year's theme, I thought it was heat rises. I feel a little silly now realizing what it actually is, but I think I can still make a metaphor out of it. I'd like to think of our community's hope as a hot air balloon. When it's completely undisturbed, it can soar very high. However, these past couple of years have been like hail damaging and trees scratching our hot air balloon. The flame within is perfectly fine, but there's now holes in our balloon. So, what do? I'd like to think that good deeds and service act like patches to our balloons. When our community feels seen and cared for and heard, there's a warmth in their heart that helps them lift. So I'd like to encourage all of us to reach out and do something to patch that balloon. It can be something on a bigger scale, such as the Beautify Bonnie Lake event, or it can be something as small as calling in to check on a neighbor. As we do these good deeds and patch up our balloon, we can once again see that hope does indeed rise. Thank you.
Thank you, Caitlin. That was wonderful. Caitlin, here is your impromptu question. Share with us a goal you have set for yourself and what this goal means to you.
So, as heard in my bio, I am currently the drum major for the Panther Field Show Marching Band, and a goal of mine is to win a Best Drum Major award at our field show competitions. For me, it proves to myself that I am truly worthy to be in the leadership position that I am, and it would be an honor to have that to show physically that I have done the best I can to support my band and to lead them to the best of my ability. And that is my current goal.
Thank you, Caitlin. Our second candidate, Chloe Regis, will now come to the stage and present her speech. Judges, can you hear me? Yes?
What about them?
All the way in the back? Yes?
Okay.
All right.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Chloe Regis, and I'm so grateful to be able to be here to speak to you tonight. After much contemplation, I have decided to talk about the power of community. Growing up, I have been very blessed with a big family and large church community. Every birthday and every holiday, I was constantly surrounded by people. I cannot explain to you how helpful it is to be surrounded by people who just want to support you. One of my earliest childhood memories was making sandwiches for the homeless at my church. I could not reach that table. I was far too little. They set me on a stool, they got me some gloves, which were still far too big, and handed me some bread. I remember being so full of joy that I got to be included with the big kids and the adults. I had no idea that something as simple as making sandwiches would bring me so much closer to my community. Working together and having hope for each other is what brings a community together. It's the simple things in life, which is exactly what the Daffodil Festival stands for, going above and beyond to ensure our community has hope to grow and thrive for the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Chloe. Here's your impromptu question. Share with us a goal you have set for yourself and what this goal means to you.
A goal that I have set myself and what it means for me is making sure I get to a college in which I can do something I truly love. In this case, it would be rehabilitating marine mammals, and I will be going to a college in which will make me do that and be able to help as many animals as possible. Thank you.
Our third candidate is Shelby Drinkle, who will now come to the stage to present her speech.
As I prepare for my future years in college, my future of living on my own, my future career, I pray the choices I make reflect the hope I have for my future. It's the hope of my dreams. The hope of my dreams surviving the constant turmoil I have endured these past years in high school. It is during these times of turmoil that have helped me bring back the focus of reality back into my life. Hope is something I have lived off of and depended on during these tough times. It has helped me and many others I know see the light at the end of the tunnel and know that no matter what is going on, hope will help us keep going. As we approach life and the unknown problems we will face, hope helps us rise above those difficulties and make it through life. It helps us stay positive. I would love to be Daffodil Princess because it means that you are a symbol of hope for all the little girls and boys. Thank you for considering me to be Daffodil Princess.
Thank you, Shelby. Shelby, your impromptu question is, share with us a goal you have set for yourself and what this goal means to you.
A goal I have set for myself is to graduate a four-year university with a bachelor's of biology. This goal means that I am well on my way to enter medical school and that I am going to be successful in my future job.
Thank you. The Sumner High School candidate, Mason Schoenberg, will now come to the stage and present her speech.
As I make my way to school and enter down into the Sumner Valley that many see as the heart of this community, I often must drive past the daffodil fields, cold and barren from the winter. These are the days that the cold is felt and not seen. Sunlight is often the evidence of warmth, but disappointment comes when we feel the chill of winter, even when the sun shines around us. Oftentimes we may see the light around us, but only feel the cold within us, and yet hope rises. Romans 8:24 says, "Hope that is seen is no hope at all. Who hopes for what they already have? But if we hope for what we do not yet have, we wait for it patiently." Just as we would not hope for what we already have, a daffodil bulb would not wish for the soil that they are planted in, but for the sunlight that awaits above them. A daffodil bulb must endure a season of winter and waiting in order to fulfill its purpose and promise of spring. And we too must endure the cold and be patient in what we hope for. Because what we hope for does not suddenly appear. It grows and changes. We can find hope in the new seasons, in what we can become, and for what is next. As people experience life after loss, joy amidst grief, and peace through chaos, we look forward to the hope that comes in each new season of life. I'm encouraged to know that hope will always rise and we will bloom again. Thank you.
Thank you, Mason. Mason, your impromptu question is, share with us a goal you have set for yourself and what this goal means to you.
I think a goal that I've set for myself is kind of a high set standard, and that's actually to be like my mother. She's been such a big inspiration in my life and all that I do, including Daffodil. And I think my goal is to just be a leader within this community and to be a light and to shine Jesus' light through me and to bring hope to those who don't know it and to lead the people out of the darkness. Thank you.
One of the biggest fears in today's world is not death, but public speaking. And our ladies have done a wonderful job. May we please give them another round of applause. Okay, so next we have some entertainment for this evening, and that will come from our Bonnie Lake High School vocal persuasion under the direction of Miss Amy Fuller.
You light up in the dark. You're the glowing, priceless work of art. Oh, I see a shining star. You're the light through my window from afar. Oh, and don't you forget, the only thing that matters is your heartbeat going strong. Oh, don't you forget that nothing else can matter, 'cause you know where I belong. Oh, take me there, won't you take me there, won't you take me home? Oh, take me there, won't you take me there, won't you take me home? We light up the sky. Ooh, heaven knows there's no such thing as goodbye. Oh, 'cause love can never die. We'll forever be burning, you and I. Oh, don't you forget, the only thing that matters is your heartbeat going strong. Oh, don't you forget that nothing else can matter, 'cause you know where I belong. Oh, take me there, won't you take me there, won't you take me home? Oh, take me there, won't you take me there, won't you take me home? Take me there, won't you take me there, won't you take me home? Oh, take me there, won't you take me there, won't you take me home?
Thank you, Miss Fuller, and the vocal persuasion. That was a great that was a great performance. Let's give them another round of applause. At this time, we will welcome to the stage 2021 Bonnie Lake High School Princess Bryn Spicer, who will be giving her farewell speech.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, candidates, past royalty, parents, and directors. I'm Bryn Spicer, Bonnie Lake High School's 2021 Daffodil Princess. This year presented many challenges, to say the least, but also beautiful memories that I will never forget. This year was anything but normal. I was beyond grateful to be chosen for such a high, honorable position, representing not only Bonnie Lake High School, but the Bonnie Lake community. I would like to start off by saying a few thank yous to everyone who helped me get through this year. I would like to thank Demetria for not only helping me at my lowest times, but also truly caring for each one of us as if we were part of her own family. Thank you to Madison for making personal connections and reaching out throughout the year, as well as giving loads of advice through each event. Thank you to President Ernie for constantly showing a smiling, warming face, as well as being a truly genuine person throughout the whole course of this reign. And thank you to Kelly, the director, for encouraging me throughout this whole process and escorting me at every event possible. Thank you to the Scholarship Foundation for the funds to go towards my college education in entrepreneurship in business at Grand Canyon University. I would like to give a shout out to Liberty, Libby, Lucy, and Ava, and Guadalupe for encouraging me and supporting me through this past year. You ladies have made a huge impact on my life, and I hope to be friends for a lifetime. Thank you for the wonderful memories. And special thank you to Elena Briner, who couldn't be here tonight, but that is the 2021 Daffodil Princess, for such empathy and kindness throughout this whole process. It truly means the world to me. This year, our theme was Reach for Your Star. At first, I had no clue what my star was. But at the parade this year at the Washington State Fair, the typical parade and festival did not happen. I didn't get to sit on a parade float and smile and wave, but I got something even more valuable. I got to make one-on-one connections with all the children surrounding the Puyallup community. One specific instance I remember was meeting one little girl who had the biggest smile on her face when she found out that she was meeting a real princess. I gave her a daffodil flower. That feeling of fulfillment is something I will never forget. That showed me exactly what my star was. I wanted to impact those around me with compassion and love and service. Along with that memory, I had grown closer to many of the princesses throughout the full 2 weeks of the parade. I am thankful for the memories I have made with the Daffodil Festival. And to the next crowned Daffodil Princess, I wish you the utmost luck and support as you enter into your training, crowning, and constant community involvement. At first, it will seem overwhelming and tiring, but trust me, those are the moments where you grow and develop the character to be a true princess. Don't take a single moment for granted. Last but not least, throughout your reign as a princess, remember who you are. Remember why you were chosen to represent Bonnie Lake. Remember that when you set an example, everyone is watching. And remember to have fun and always make memories that will last for the rest of your life. Once a princess, always a princess. Thank you.
Thank you, Bryn. You have represented not only the Daffodil Festival with honor and dignity, but Bonnie Lake as well. We are so proud of you, and on behalf of Principal Turner and the staff and students of Bonnie Lake High School, please accept these flowers as a small token to say thank you. At this time, we will welcome to the stage 2021 Sumner Princess Guadalupe Perez Dolores, who will give her farewell speech as well.
Good evening. Tonight I am given this wonderful opportunity to speak of my beautiful experience as a Sumner High School Daffodil Princess for 2021. Over this past year, I have gotten to portray my charisma and my culture in a form I never would have dreamed of. I vividly remember attending every selection night for Sumner High School since 2017. I was sitting in the pack at Sumner thinking, these young women are so poised and so courageous for putting themselves on that stage. That could never be me. Little did I know that when it came to be my turn, I would be competing from the very frightening spotlight of my bedroom chair. Buenas tardes, esta noche tengo la oportunidad de hablar sobre mi experiencia de ser la princesa Daffodil de Sumner High School. En este último año yo he podido expresar mi carisma y mi cultura de una manera que nunca creí fuera posible. Yo me acuerdo que asistí a todas las noches de selecciones para mi escuela desde el 2017. Yo estaba sentada en el auditorio pensando, estas muchachas son muy increíbles y tienen mucha valentía por competir en este lugar de princesa. Yo nunca podré hacer eso. Nunca pasó por mi mente que cuando fuera mi año, yo también estuviera compitiendo desde la silla de mi cuarto. I learned several things during my reign: how to use proper dining etiquette, how to get multiple mysterious stains out of a bright yellow dress, but most importantly, how to perfect my ability to leave others better than I found them. Yo he aprendido muchas cosas durante mi tiempo como princesa: cómo usar la etiqueta adecuada para una cena formal, cómo deshacerme de unas manchas misteriosas en mi vestido, pero lo más importante fue cómo perfeccionar mi habilidad de dejar a las personas que encuentro sintiéndose mejor de lo que las encontré. I want to thank my family for constantly cheering me on during every event, even though they weren't allowed to be here, or they couldn't be here. My friends for accompanying me tonight, Jessica Blakesley and Cynthia Cuellar for being amazing coordinators at Sumner High School, the Daffodilians, especially Palumi and Madison, and finally the 2021 Daffodil Festival Court. We have collectively grown as a group of young women in the past few months. I appreciate every interaction I have had with you all, and I will miss dancing in the rain and blazing sun at the Washington State Fair. By the way, dress and sash tan lines are a real thing. I will miss the tea parties, the bouncy houses, the parades, the movie nights, and everything else in between. Quiero agradecerles a mi familia por siempre andar apoyándome durante todos los eventos. Mis amigos y mis amigas por siempre acompañarme esta noche. Miss Blakesy por ser una magnífica coordinadora en Sumner High School y también Cynthia Cuellar. Los Daffodilians, especialmente Palumi y Madison, y finalmente la Corte de Daffodil Festival por el 2021. Todas hemos aprendido bastantes cosas en estos últimos meses. Yo aprecio cada interacción que he tenido con cada una de ustedes y extrañaré bailando en la lluvia y en el calor de la Feria del Estado de Washington, ayudando en las fiestas, brincando en los brincolines, los desfiles, las noches llenas de películas, y todo lo demás que hicimos juntas. To Mason, I am incredibly proud of you for stepping up and accepting to lead this community. I wish you the best of luck as you grow through this new experience, and I have no doubt that you will blossom into an amazing princess. Welcome to the Big Yellow family, Mason. Para Mason, yo estoy increíblemente orgullosa de ti por aceptar esta posición para ayudar a la comunidad. Te deseo mucha suerte y en tu nueva aventura. No dudo que vayas a florecer en una gran princesa. Bienvenida a la gran familia María. That being said, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I will always carry these beautiful memories with me. I am Princess Guadalupe, and it has been a great honor being the Sumner High School Daffodil Princess for 2021. Habiendo dicho eso, muchas gracias desde el fondo de mi corazón. Yo siempre llevaré estas experiencias maravillosas en mente. Yo soy Princesa Guadalupe y ha sido un gran honor ser la Daffodil Princess de Sumner High School para el año 2021. Now the time has come that we have all been waiting for, time to crown our new Daffodil Princess for 2022. Thank you.
Thank you, Guadalupe. Your Daffodil coordinator Cynthia Cuellar, will now present you with flowers.
All right. On behalf of Sumner High School and Principal Cassie Meath, I'd like to present these flowers to Guadalupe Dolores Perez. She has been such a gift to our community and truly shown your light to everyone. And all the Daffodil Princesses could attest. She received the Miss Congeniality Award last year, so we are so proud of her. And from the bottom of my heart and the bottom of our community, we just are so appreciative of you, Guadalupe.
Before we read the results, perhaps you have noticed the beautiful cover on today's program. We had 3 senior class art students draw a cover for this year's program, and the 3 candidates voted on which one they would like to grace the cover of tonight's program. The original artwork was done by Lacey Colbert. Let's give Lacey a round of applause for her beautiful artwork. Well, the time has come. Candidates, will you please rise and stand at the center of the stage? Okay. One more time, please give a round of applause for our princess candidates. First, we will crown the Sumner High School Daffodil Princess, Mason. Mason, step forward as Princess Guadalupe places the crown on you. Ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate Mason Sternberg as the 2022 Sumner High School Daffodil Princess. Now, will our 3 candidates step forward as I announce the results, and Princess Bryn will crown the 2022 BLHS Daffodil Princess. Thank you, judges. I'm nervous. It's like I'm at the Grammys or something. The 2022 Bonnie Lake High School Daffodil Princess is Caitlin Bollard. Ladies, congratulations to you all. You guys may join us in the commons if you walk outside of this building and take a right and go through any of those doors. We will have some refreshments for you in that area. Thank you so much for coming out, and I hope that you guys have a great rest of your night.